Man, ugh. I tried to moan like a Yeti. My lips are frozen. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Hang on a second. My mama's gonna call me when she watches this and tell me to pull my hood up, even though it's 8 hours after I posted it, after I filmed it. Whew, we got a problem. The pipes are froze. Man, that's frustrating. Thought we were getting closer to having this house buttoned up like it's supposed to be. Of course, when we came and looked at it, there's never been any problems, we were assured. I don't believe you. Here's what we know. We had water until about 2:30 in the morning. And by the way, out of the problems I'm getting ready to tell you about with the water, my family and I are very, 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 very blessed with this 40 acres in Northeast Oklahoma. We've got cattle, pigs, donkeys, chickens, 3 dogs, 3 boys, and they're all healthy and well. Amen, amen, and all good people said, right? But the problem is, Beans, the water froze. Well, not your water. You guys have water. Ours froze. All right, how do I get you guys cubes without you skewering the pigs? Any thoughts, Nelly? Which, by the way, you got to move today. You know that, right? You're going to move back with the big herd. Are you excited about it? It's pretty cool, huh? No, but we had water till about 2:30 this morning. And I know I've been telling you about this company called XSense. Apparently they've been in the security business, alarms and smoke alarms, since 2014. They have no idea who I am. But we have an XSense thermometer, hydrometer, humidityometer in the Wellhouse. And about 5 o'clock this morning, it told me that the temperature had reached a critical level, which I had set at 33. An hour and a half later, the sun started coming up and it returned to normal. So I was like, okay, it got really cold, but it didn't freeze. But then we got up this morning and the water's just trickling. But if you know anything about freezing pipes, by the way, there's pigs in here, not Godzilla. But if you know anything about freezing pipes, we're so close to getting this well house buttoned up enough that it never freezes. The eaves are not boxed in, there's no insulation, so heat just escapes. So since heat rises, the heat never reaches the floor, and the floor always measures 32 degrees in there, unfortunately. And we've even got a couple of pipes on the ground and it's concrete. So I know you guys have been doing this for a long time. We're like, well, duh. Well, duh, okay? It's my first rodeo. I'm sorry, we weren't all born on third base, you know what I'm saying? I'm honestly pretty stinking pleased that the water's still trickling, because all we have is a little box heater in there. We don't have anything crazy. But here in a minute, Frosty, I'm gonna get to run to the local big box and get a propane, like, forced air heater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Scooter? Is that bottle good? Is that good? Drink it all, we'll go out in the sunshine. Hey, listen. Shh. This is Izzy. This is Bacon. See what I did? Bacon, Izzy. It's happening. Izzy was bleeding the other day, and it wasn't Nelly. So, yeah. The louder she gets, the better the bacon tastes. She's just mean. If I could just vent a little bit about that pig. It's not her fault. She was raised for food, it seems like, for about 6 months of her life. So she was in like a grow out pen with other feeder pigs, and they just learn to eat and eat and eat and eat, and they're aggressive. Then you're trying to turn it into a pet, and it just doesn't. Ha ha ha! I was ready for you that time, brother. Yeah. Using the cage. The food aggression never really goes away. I'm also curious. I don't know that she's full Cooney, because if you know anything about Coonies, they're very docile. They're very affectionate. And Ray raised Izzy from a baby. This other one wasn't raised like that, and it's just hard to train it out of them. They basically, every time there's food, she acts like she's never going to see it again, and she just crushes it and anything and everything around her. So we got to fix that before she hurts somebody. But as you know, it has crossed my mind to get a boar and breed them. Well, if I get a boar and breed him, I'll probably eat that boar right after he breeds the pigs. But usually breeding a pig that's aggressive, they get more aggressive. This is really animals in general. They get more aggressive when they become moms. So he's really trying to get more out of there, but it's not gonna happen, Scooter. Get it, buddy. Get it. Every last drop, get it. Don't stop, get it, get it. That's a bad song. I don't want to see that on your playlist, Frosty. Did you come out to get a little sunshine? Did you come get a little sunshine? You have food. You have food and you know where it is. Yep. Good morning, Miss Nellie. Good morning. Benjamin. What's up, buddy? Are those good? Are they good? Yeah, they look good. You're just a turd. There's food over there. It's literally right behind us. Yeah. I think she's still about 3 weeks out. I think that was a mucus plug, which can allude to 3 to 4 weeks. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 weeks. But I don't regret bringing her up here. She's probably one of the only ones we could bring in here that would be so docile and careful with Frosty. So I'm pretty excited. Yep, he's all right. Just checking in, make sure he's clean, all that good stuff. All right, Ray just sent me a text and said the water in the house is trickling. That means that thing's doing its job. There's a heater in there. I don't want to open the door because it starts all over. So until it's thawed, it's got to stay running. I may still go get one of those propane heaters to just rush some air in there. I went to Lowe's the other day and started to buy one, and I passed on it. Well, as you know, we bought a couple before, and let's just say they were more for aesthetics. They didn't do their job at all. So I went to Lowe's the other day to get a legit one, and this guy told me about a milk house heater, and I told him what I was doing with it, and he said that might be overkill. I was like, okay, what do you recommend? So he sold me this little ceramic one. Well, as soon as I showed you guys up in Canada that little ceramic one, you were like... So anyway, the ceramic one blows everything but hot air. So I'm just gonna go back to Lowe's and get one of those propane that just straight blow hot air, you know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, did you know the city of Joplin? No, my parents are outside the city limits, so are Kyle and Shannon, but the city of Joplin, where we're kind of all based around, they just passed this ordinance where apparently you can't use those propane heaters. Like construction workers can't use them. They're a fire hazard now. Man, I can't imagine being the cop that has to pull up to a place like this or a construction site or something in town and tell them they got to put out their propane heater when it's -7, which is literally like one of the records for us. So don't get me wrong, I love the thin blue line, thin red line, thin green line, purple, all of them. I love stout armed forces, first responders supporter. I bet there's a whole bunch of newly appointed seats in the city next year. Hey-oh. Look at here, look at here. Oh, don't quit. Don't quit. You're so strong. You're so big. You can do it. You can do it. I got faith in you. You can do it. Come on. Come on. I'll call you Little Niagara. You shit the water out of there. See, it's not completely froze. What I mean by that is we are so close to getting that thing buttoned up to where we don't have to worry about this ever again. I even told Ray, we've got a lot of low, like the main water line to the house runs right here. I do believe it's froze in the well house. I don't think it's froze underground. Otherwise that heater wouldn't be working right now because there'd be no way to heat what's under the ground, you know what I'm saying? I do think I'm gonna order a whole lot of dirt. Sorry, those are noisy. I do think I'm gonna order a whole lot of dirt this spring and bring this ground level up quite a bit, because believe it or not, there's probably, I bet there's 6 feet of rise, maybe 8, between the well house and the side of the house. And as you can see, we're like 4 blocks deep over here. So Ain't nothing stopping with throwing in some dirt and adding another 6 inches or so of good material to insulate that pipe underground. But I really think it's the well house. That's usually where the culprit is. Should have got a bigger shovel. This is gonna take a minute. Huh?
How's it going?
Slow.
What about all them fancy tools you got?
Well, I don't have a snowblower. Well, you know what I do have? Hang on a minute, I got an idea. Yeah, the blower was cool, but it didn't quite get the job done. Where there were snow drifts, it didn't work at all. You can see this is still kind of deep right here, but I was trying not to scratch my driveway that's not even a year old. So, but tomorrow's temps, this will completely thaw. I know some of you hardcore Canadians, you just, what a weak job, Chad. You should really scrape that all the way to the concrete. And Actually, most of the Canadians aren't even scared of a little snow. It's the Americans that are like, if you don't take it all the way down to the bottom, you didn't do the job the whole way. Well, listen, I don't even have to go anywhere. The boys are out of school. I don't have to do this at all. I'm just playing. I've got an amazing tool. I've never even used that leaf blower, and I bought it for this house before we bought this house to blow the leaves around. But then I didn't have any leaves because we knocked down 450 trees. Okay, Karen, it's so hard to breathe outside when it's cold. Why? I guess that's why people train in the mountains for the running and the jogging. I don't know anything about that. Look at the bacon over here sizzling. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, I'm curious if these are thawed. Come on. Hey-o. So, short story, I don't know where this video is. I have no idea. And don't worry, I've actually had sunglasses on the entire time I've been out here because snow blindness is legit, I'm aware. We ran to town and we bought the biggest black and yellow DeWalt propane heater we could find. I didn't get the dual fuel or triple fuel, whatever it is, just because I was like, meh, I just want to heat that laundry room. I just want to heat that Wellhouse up. Well, before we got back, our little space heater was actually able to bring the water temp up. So I think we're golden. I think we figured it out. The issue is the foam board is not enough. It actually needs to be not sheetrocked, but it definitely needs to be, whatchamacallit? Definitely needs to be, what's that stuff you put on the walls? OSB'd. We need to put some OSB in there and actually box it in so when the heater's running, warm air is not escaping, cold air is not coming in. Because right now you can literally go in that Wellhouse in broad daylight, shut the door, and you can still see. That's how much heat we're losing out the top. I'm pretty stinking impressed with that little heater we bought. Yeah, I'll be really impressed this thing starts. Ho, 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 ho. Can-Am. Can-Am nose. I said what I said. Let's go start the waters. And if they come up, we'll get something to eat for them. But I really just want them to kind of stay on that hay. Look at the little lovebirds. Oh my goodness. The only problem we had yesterday was that silly quick disconnect froze. So we had to use just a regular nozzle, which is no big deal, but the quick disconnects are awfully stinking convenient. But I'm just hoping this works. Stand by. Shoot, dude. Little donk. Lucy. What's up? What's up? What's up? Where you going? He thinks I'm gonna take his girlfriend back, so he walks away. Come here, buddy. She can stay in here for a little bit. She can stay in here. I think I am gonna get you guys some, like, less visitors, if you will. Like, I think I'm gonna move the steers and MJ. Well, MJ's a steer. I'm gonna move the steers over there so you guys ain't gotta watch them. And you'll be in here with just the calves. Speaking of, Franklin. Oh my. They found me. Franklin. What's up, buddy? You guys are good. You've got hay. Hey, hey, hey. I want to see if this is thawed though. Shouldn't be much pressure because that one's on. Yes. That is fantastic. Do I dare try that one? Let's see. We're 3 for 3. Can we go 4 for 4? Inevitably, somebody in the comments is like, I'm tired of hearing about the guy's water. You mean you're tired about hearing about a project that we did ourselves that we're kind of proud of? That's what you're tired of hearing about? Oh, man. Sounds fun at your house. If this one comes on, I am excited. Oh, baby. Yep. So we actually did, let's see, we did 800 feet of water line at our old 20 acres. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't near as intricate. We weren't running it as far as all of this, man. Like, this is a big deal. Right now we've got 600 feet of water line and they're not freezing. That is fantastic. So I'm pretty stinking proud of it, Miss Glory. I am. What y'all doing? Been eating hay today? Tell them. Hey, June, where's the baby? Blue! Woo! Whoa! I wonder if the cold air helps him do that. That was awesome. So long story short, that's Badonk. He's over there behind June now. So we were told he was like, basically he had his throat modified when he was a baby because he was in a petting zoo and that scares little kids. So he's never made a noise before. We've never heard that before. We've seen him try, but it's always real wheezy. So I wonder if being in the cold helps him. That's pretty cool. Blue! Blue! But it's actually, you haven't seen it yet. Guess who brayed today? Badonk. Like, with some power. I didn't know that was possible. We were told that wasn't possible. But he did. And you'll see it in this video.
You have it on camera?
Mm-hmm. I think it's because, I'll show you right after this. I think it's because the air is cold. It allows him to constrict and retract his larynx, throat, esophagus. I know. Even his lungs. I mean, that's where all that air comes from.
I still think he was because we've never heard him, but...
We were told that he was devocalized by somebody who really knew what they were talking about. It was pretty impressive. Hey, I don't think I'm keeping that.
Well, that's okay.
So
I'll stick that back on.
yeah, don't show him yet though. So I'm always telling Ray, because she orders stuff on Amazon for us and I appreciate it, and we get like paper plates and bowls and like necessities, and sometimes though you'll order something like a rug and it shows up and it's like when we first moved in and we have a step-in walk-in shower and you ordered that rug that was like
The rug, yeah, because you like them wider. But I've gotten so much better.
You have, but no. She ordered a rug like for me to step out of the shower on that was like this big. Like, dude, my belly hangs over that rug. I'm dripping on the floor. When you run the squeegee through the belly button.
They really don't make, like, you have to type in extra wide, like, bath mats, and they really don't make them. They're kind of hard to find because you want them, like, extra wide.
I do. I want to step out, and I don't want to have to worry about water hitting the floor because we're using a tea towel.
Wait, talk about the measurements of something.
Yeah, so I'm always on Ray about making sure that stuff is, like, larger. Like, I have bath sheets, not bath towels. You know what I'm saying? I have a 10-foot by 10-foot blanket that I sleep with. 10 by 10. Yeah.
We sleep in separate blankets too, because I can't stand it.
But you have a what?
And it's huge. The Lola blanket. Oh my gosh, you guys.
She has a Lola XL. They were 45% off after Valentine's Day, in case you missed it.
Yeah.
Well, the other day I ordered this because I'm a coffee person, and then I wanted a brown one, and I just thought I'd get a coffee mug. So this is 30 ounces. So I ordered a brown Yeti to go with it, like a Yeti mug, and this is what I got. What is that thing? What do they even use that for? That's like, I mean, that's a little bit bigger than a shot.
He opened it. He opened it the other day, and he goes, you know how I'm always asking like what the measurements are of something? He's like, and then he like plops this on the table.
It's 10 ounces. It's not even a 12-ounce can. But look,
how do you even do that?
I don't know, but somebody took some really good pictures on Amazon and made that thing look huge. So, I'm just saying. Sit back and relax for one sip. I don't get it. But anyway, that's what I know. So, yeah. That's what I
was gonna say earlier. You're like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you really are like 3 times my size. So he wants everything bigger, but then when it gets here, it's huge for me, and I'm like, well, I can't even use it. It's so big.
You know what bothered me the most was yesterday when we walked on the ice. that I thought was interesting in the comments last night. We went and walked around on the creek yesterday to see if it was frozen. Everybody was very concerned that you could drown or fall through the ice and have an accident. Nobody said a word about me. Not a single person. As soon as I stepped out there, the ice cracked like all the way across. Nobody went, Chad, be careful. They were like, oh, Ray, don't go out that far.
Hey, y'all, we've showed you that creek like 500 times. You know how deep it is. You can see
How
the
deep it
bottom
isn't.
of it. Yeah, it's like less than 6 inches. Even if I did fall in, my feet would be cold.
But
and
it
I
is-
would come up to the house and I would warm myself up. It would have been okay.
It is hard to tell, though, on camera how deep it is when
Yeah.
it's froze.
Yeah.
But we did, I'll be honest, we had some emails, man. Ladies were like very concerned, a couple of y'all. And I was like, listen, I'd help her out if she fell. Okay.
If it
I'd
broke,
film it, but I'd help her out.
Yeah, if the ice broke, my feet would have got wet, but that's all that would have happened, so
So
it's okay.
it is, but we appreciate it. We know you're just concerned.
Yes.
But anyway, we're going to see what we can find that fits in this and enjoy the rest of our evening. We hope you guys are too. We're not advertising for them. They call me, we will. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Hope you all are staying warm. You all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.